Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Coronation Street fans left distracted as Sarah Platt devastated over paternity bombshell. Coronation Street took an awkward turn on Friday night when Sarah Platt discovered a huge paternity bombshell. Soap watchers will recall that back in October, Cobble's killer Stephen Reed was finally killed off as all of his evil crimes and murders were finally exposed to his devastated family. Earlier this week, Stephen's mother Audrey Roberts showed her late son's belongings to Jenny and asked her if there's anything she'd like. Jenny took his laptop, explaining that she used to borrow it from time to time. When David suggested she should throw Stephen's diary in the bin as she'll find it upsetting, Audrey wouldn't hear of it, adamant that he wasn't all bad. Audrey refused to bin the rest of Stephen's things, and as David studied Stephen's journal, he was taken aback to discover that his mother, Gail, was initially unsure who his sister Sarah's father was. On Friday night, David wasted no time in telling Sarah that Gail wasn't sure who her dad was when she was born. This resulted in a devastated Sarah confronting her mother, who later explained what had happened. Sarah has always known late character Brian Tilsley to be her dad, with him being the ex-husband of her mother Gail. Brian was a character on the ITV soap for 11 years, before he tragically died in devastating scenes for the family when Sarah was very young. Gail had an affair with Brian's cousin Ian Latimer around the time she fell pregnant with her daughter. Gail was unsure who the father of her baby was between Ian and Brian, but a blood test later confirmed Sarah was Brian's child. Gail had kept the news of her infidelity from Brian, only for her mother Audrey Roberts to reveal all during a row with Brian's mother Ivy. After Gail explained her past predicament to Sarah, she was left hurt her mother had failed to mention this when she was struggling with her own personal issues earlier this year amid her Damon Hay affair. Later, a row erupted between David, Sarah, and Gail just as Audrey arrived, to which the trio suggested burning Stephen's diary. A furious Audrey declared she was leaving with his diary, calling the trio a disgrace, as Gail moaned, "Typical Stephen, still causing harm even after he's dead." At the end of the episode, siblings David, Sarah, and Nick Tilsley were all left baffled to learn that their mother had told all their bosses they wouldn't be in work the next day. The trio then received a text on their group message, called Platt Chat. It said, "Tomorrow, we are doing something as a family or else Christmas will be a disaster," adding it was for their grandmother Audrey. Soap watchers were left in hysterics over the family's group message name. Taking to Twitter, now X, one person said, "Platt Chat's grand plan. This family is always so much fun. Hashtag Coronation Street." A different account put, "Platt Chat, grand plan #Corey," with crying laughing emojis, while another added, "Platt Chat. Brilliant #Corey #Coronation Street," with laughing emojis.